Alright, much brew time. Playing some green-black, longbow. We got longbows, but too many. We got them all again. Okay. I guess we can try this. Liliana definitely got to go to the bottom. So I think we just Mishra's Bobble, take a peek, see what our opponent's drawing. Oh boy, they're storming. Well, good thing we have discard in this hand. Overgrown Tomb, and I guess we'll just Inquisition. This is going to be a challenge. Oh boy, this is tough. This is a really tough situation. So here's the problem. We have removal spells in our hand that are going to be dead other than killing Electromancer and Brawl. We have the Fatal Pushes, we got Abrupt Decays, which makes us want to take a spell. On the other hand, if our opponent can stick one of those things, it's going to beat us. So I think what we do here is take one of the creatures and hedge our bets. So take one creature. We're going to get 2 draws before our next turn. If we draw a removal spell, then our Thoughtseize can take something else. If we don't draw a removal spell, then we can always Thoughtseize the Brawl, or the Electromancer rather. So opponent, sleight of hand. I guess this makes the most sense. We could also just be super risky and still not take it. We draw land. Interesting. So we can Aetherborn and die. Yeah, I think we just got a Thoughtseize. Well, you just keep drawing the creatures. Alright, well, let's take Manamorphose. I guess the creatures aren't good if our opponent has 0 spells. And we can start shooting down their creatures with the Gifted Aetherborn, if we live long enough. Right now, their hand's not great. So next turn, I mean, Fatal Push or another discard spell would be our best draw here. There's Electromancer. Well, let's see what we draw. Bobble. Alright, play Bobble. Might as well take a peek at our top card. Decide if we want to shuffle it. Nam Nam. Yeah, I don't think we need Nam Nam. So, sack Catacombs. Get a Swamp. Run out our Gifted Aetherborn. And see what happens. Not super hopeful, but we'll see. We draw more Longbows. Second Longbow is not good. Longbow is almost legendary in the sense that we almost never want more than one. Oh, our opponent, they drew stuff to... Oh, they might just be going... Oh my... Wow. Alright, well, that's game now. Oh my goodness. Okay. Huh. Does that mean their draws were Past in Flames and Manamorphose? Those were their exact 2 draws? Good lord. Well, I mean, we're just dead. Because we know they have Empty in hand. And we're not going to beat Empty. Even if they whiff on this Past in Flames, we're not going to beat Empty. And they drew Grape Shot. Alright. Yep. Good enough. Wow. Alright. Well, that was some good storming. Unfortunately... I guess we get Grafdigger's Cage and Nile Spellbombs. Lost Legacy is probably better than some of our other stuff. Collective Brutality, Surgical Extractions. How do we sideboard? Go down Glissa. Go down Longbows. I guess we're just going to be like super discardy. And go down some Gifted Aetherborns. Yeah, I mean, I think... Oh, actually, Abrupt Decay... We gotta keep removal. Yeah, let's try it like that. I think that's about as good as it gets in this matchup. Alright, we're on the play. This hand's actually pretty good. So, let's Bobble. Definitely don't need more creature removal. See what's on top of our deck. It's a Swamp. I don't think we want Swamp either. So, Marsh Flats, crack it. Grab a Swamp. Play Grafdigger's Cage. Pass the turn. So Grafdigger's Cage shuts down Past in Flames. We draw. I wish we kept the Swamp. More Fatal Pushes. Not super helpful. Opponent has Serum Visions. Yeah, we're like overloaded on ways to kill our opponent's creatures now. Would rather be drawing more discard. Well, play the Forest, and we're just going to Duress mode with Collective Brutality. Ritual, Remand... Sleight of Hand. Yeah, let's take Sleight of Hand. Pass the turn. We do get to just kill the Brawl, which is fine. Should be hard for our opponent to kill us with... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, pass the turn. This is actually the nightmare. The one thing we said with this opening hand was we don't want more creature removal. Scalding Tarn. Opponent's going to try to Brawl with mana up to counter, but Abrupt Decay is going to take care of that. There's Brawl. So, yeah, just Abrupt Decay. Real card? Thoughtseize is pretty good. Let's Thoughtseize. Take Gifts Ungiven. Pass the turn. Oh, man. These Fatal Pushes are looking super bad, though. Opponent cracks. So their hand is Manamorphose, Ritual, Remand. Opponent passes. Well, play Marsh Flats, pass the turn. Yeah. Oh, 3 Fatal Pushes is not good. Opponent plays Flooded Strand. Well, play Marsh Flats, pass the turn. Opponent cracks. Steam Vent's tapped. Their hand is pretty close to going off if they draw like an empty. They might be semi-going for it. There's Manamorphose. Shivan Reef. Remand 2 Rituals. What else is in our opponent's hand? They're thinking, which is probably a bad sign. Ritual. Oh, did they draw empty? Ritual. Grape Shot. Remands Grape Shot. Okay. I don't think this kills us, though. Sure. We take 3, and they can recast Grape Shot for, like, 5 or something? Unless they drew Grape Shot and empty. Alright, just Grape Shot. Alright. That's actually pretty fine. I mean, we still have a ton of dead cards in hand, but... we're still at, well, I guess 7 after we crack this. And Grafdigger's Cage is keeping us somewhat alive. Grab an Overgrown Tomb. Gotta leave 1 fetch land for revolting a Nam Nam. Aye. Oh, man. This draw has been so bad. It looked okay in our opening hand, but it went way downhill very quickly. Land for our opponent. Well, keep thinning our deck. Well, let's Inquisition. We know they have... actually, we don't know anything that they have. Remand and Grape Shot. Well, gotta take Grape Shot. There is potential for getting janked out by a Grape Shot. Well, if our opponent plays creatures and tries to go on the beatdown plan, that's not gonna work. Opponent passes. Ooh. Play Liliana. Opponent's probably gonna remand this. Yep. So crack Catacombs. Grab a Swamp. Replay Liliana. Now we get to start discarding Fatal Pushes. I guess they're doing something. Opponent discards a Past in Flames. That's a good discard. Gifts. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Wow, they're Past in Flames and Gifts. Can they pick a pile that kills us? It might just be empty and like Manamorphose. Might be the 2 cards they try to get. We can't let them get rid of Grafdigger's Cage. We immediately die if they ever find a way to get rid of Grafdigger's Cage. We can't let them have like Grape Shot plus Lightning Bolt. That would kill us. So I'm assuming that that's what they're going to try to set up is getting like empty the Warrens plus some sort of cycler, like Manamorphose, by also taking maybe Echoing Truth and Grape Shot. Something along those lines. And just try to make like as many goblins as possible. Hope that that wins them the game. And that might actually work. Well, Mill Shattering Spree. Mill Grape Shot. Opponent gets Lightning Bolt and a Manamorphose, which means we're not just dead as far as what we know is in our opponent's hand. Manamorphose is a redraw. Lightning Bolt. And it looks like they're passing. Alright, not dead quite yet. Take up Liliana. Discard Fatal Push. Play Nile Spellbomb. And I guess we just pass. Now if our opponent ever draws a Lightning Bolt, we're dead. And we have not played a single creature. Opponent's passing. Well, we might as well crack this Spellbomb. Draw a card. Alright, Grimflayer is a creature. Wish we could Thoughtseize. So, take up Liliana. Discard Thoughtseize. Play Grimflayer. Pass the turn. I mean, we need 3 turns of whiffing for this to work. They should draw a creature sooner or later. Ooh. Well, that's a good draw. Let's Inquisition. Hope they didn't draw gifts. Remands. And no bolt, no bolt, no bolt. Alright, just Apostle's Blessing. Alright, take up Liliana. We're empty-handed. This is it. This is it. Finding Collective Brutality to gain 2 life would actually be huge. Gnarlwood is a 3/3. Doesn't change the clock. Yeah, I mean, mill them all. Collective Brutality. That's the card that we want. Pass the turn. No bolt. No gifts. Opponent. Passing. Catacombs. Not ideal. If we play the land... Yeah, I mean, play the land. Take up Liliana. Did our opponent find gifts? Alright, they just cast a ritual. That doesn't do anything. Well, it all comes down to this. We win next turn, assuming we live till next turn. Thoughtseize Mill, can't cast it. Thoughtseize Mill, can't cast it. Surgical's not relevant. Alright, pass the turn. I mean, Bolt kills us. Gifts might kill us. Those are the 2 cards our opponent could top deck here. Come on. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, well, let's see if they have a pile they can construct that kills us. We can't give them Bolt, we can't give them Grape Shot. I don't know what's left in their deck. It might be giving them a... So the fear is we give them 2 cantrips. That's probably how this is going to end up. They probably take Grape Shot, Lightning Bolt, Manamorphose, Sleight of Hand, and... Oh, okay. Well, maybe they don't have good stuff left. So, dump Sleight of Hand, dump Manamorphose. So they get 1 blind draw to draw Grape Shot or Lightning Bolt. The scrying doesn't matter, because they're dead next turn. They're dead even if they find a creature, because we can take down Liliana. So, I mean, that's it. Oh, come on. Not Lightning Bolt, not Grape Shot. They haven't scooped. Whew! Wow! Alright, we got there. Wow, that was super close. But we pulled it off and survived, so... Whew! Well, yeah, I mean, I guess this is our best setup. Man, that hand sketched me out, but it kind of worked. Let's run it back. Okay, we'll keep this. Discard, clock, graveyard disruption, opponent mulliganing to 4. Oh, life for the Longbow. Suddenly took a turn for the better. Well, maybe this deck is actually like semi-good. I mean, anything's good when the opponent mulls to 4, but... Oh, play Bobble. Crack Bobble. Opponent has Grape Shot on top. Marsh Flats, crack Marsh Flats. Grab an Overgrown Tomb, untapped. And we are just going to Thoughtseize. Well, opponent's got 2 lands and a Grape Shot. Not sure that will get it done. And not even a Grape Shot. Opponent shuffles it away. Gets a Steam Vents. We draw. Ooh, land is good. That means we're actually pretty close to Delirium. Opponent finds a cantrip. I mean, it's not impossible that Storm can win from here with gifts, but once we get down Spellbomb, things swing more in our favor. Opponent passes. Well, Marsh Flats, crack it. Grab a Swamp, and we will just get out our Grimflayer. Pass the turn. Well, what's our opponent got? There's an island. And Passes. Well, get in with Grimflayer. Do some scrying. Mill. I don't even think we need Liliana. Mill. Put the land on top. Play Grafdigger's Cage. Opponent remands. Replay Grafdigger's Cage. Pass the turn. The Graveyard Hate should shut off our opponent's most realistic out, which would be to somehow Gifts for Past in Flames to draw their entire graveyard. And then next turn we can even get down the Nile Spellbomb too, just for double graveyard protection, so we don't lose to an Echoing Truth effect. Well, Marsh Flats, crack it. Overgrown Tomb, untapped. Get in with Grimflayer. Do some scrying. Mill Gnarlwood. Mill Bobble. Keep Inquisition. Play Spellbomb. And second Grimflayer. So we got a 2-turn clock with 2 pieces of Graveyard Hate, which, that should be enough. Especially on the, on the Multifor. That's our opponent's biggest problem. It's going to be hard for them to get the natural kill in hand on the Multifor. So, double Grimflayers. Hit our opponent. Put a bunch of cards in our graveyard. Mill all those. Mill. Yeah, I guess we keep Thoughtseize. Inquisition. Just to triple check. Ooh, Past in Flames, Ritual. We'll take the Bolt. Play Nam Nam. Nam Nam makes sure that even if our opponent could kill Grimflayer, that we're good. We have lethal. And, I think that should do it. Ritual. Whoa! Alright. Well, we're still playing Magic. Good lord. I think we're still okay, but this means we don't just immediately win. I think we're actually going to crack this Spellbomb. Draw a card. It's the Thoughtseize, which is looking worse now. Catacombs is good, though. Well, let's do some Grimflayer attacking. Our opponent can... well, let's see how they block. Blocks. Unblocks. They should just... I don't even know. I think they're dead no matter what. Yeah. Now we can just Abrupt Decay, and that should be lethal. They should have probably just blocked everything on Grimflayer, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. And Trample means we got there. So, well, I don't even know. I guess this deck is better than I was initially thinking. Like, we're beating the matchups where it feels like it should be bad. Like, yes, our opponent Multifor in Game 3, that doesn't really mean much as far as how good our deck is, but we won in Game 2 with our opponent pretty fully powered, and our draw being a little awkward with all those fatal pushes. So, that's a big vote of confidence in this deck, because on paper, it looks like, okay, Longbows, this is going to tear up creature decks, but if we can tear up creature decks and be at least, close to 50-50 against combo decks, maybe there's something to this Longbow thing. Well, sweet. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications for all the latest videos. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you can find the next video right here.